Hello, folks. This is Dave. Hey, I went back east from my home in the Northwest to my granddaughter's wedding in Southern Virginia. Flew into Washington, D.C. with my son and his family and went to the wedding. And then my other son and I went up to New York City to see the Mets play. One of the last three stadiums I've yet to see, so I've now checked off Citi Field on my list. And then we planned it, or I planned it, so we could stop by the Philly show on the way home last Friday. Unfortunately, the show does not start till 1 o'clock on Friday, but fortunately, we had enough time to go downtown to the Reading Market and catch some stuff down there. Bought some stuff and a Philly cheesesteak to take with me on the road. And so we went to the Philly show about from 3 to 4 or so. And we had to be getting back home, so get my son back home to his family. Unfortunately, I didn't see any YouTubers there. I was there on Friday. We went to the back room where we saw a few vendors. This card is from Andy Friedman, who is an artist who started doing these kind of his interpretation of cards. Topps has signed him up, and they are what they call showdown cards, I believe. If that's not the right name, I will post it right here. We met Andy. Great guy. He had some cards for sale out of his sets. You could also buy the sets there. Last one was Danny Tartabull, a Mariner, and he said, "Oh, you Mariners fans?" And then he had some Julio Rodriguez rookie cards there. I bought this one. I also bought another one for my other son who was picking me up from the airport when I got back. And the other one had kind of, I don't know what they call it, when you kind of embed an image. The Topps embedded on it, and it was a numbered card as well, which he autographed all the back of these for me. And I told him about Scott, Reindeer Studios. He hadn't heard of him, so I sent him a message telling him about Scott's channel and his stuff. So I'm not sure this is his sports card channel or not. And maybe that's a QR code for his band. Let me just show you quickly cards I bought from the newest to the oldest sides for the Friedman cards. Here's 74 Dick Allen. Like that card. Been collecting Dick Allen stuff here more recently, so came across that. I'm a Richie Ashburn collector. Saw this sticker. Had I known these stickers were so valuable, I wouldn't have stuck them all over my peachy and stuff when I was a boy, and have none of them now. But Richie Ashburn 63 sticker. And then I stocked up on my 1962 set that I've been recreating. So these are high number cards. Most of the sticker prices I got deals off of lower than what's on here. But here are some that I got. High numbers again. These were all in fairly decent condition. Maybe better than the cards I have low numbered. And so it's nice to fill in a few holes there. This Bob Buell is one of two. There's another one that they also have his Milwaukee Braves hat on, has an M on it here. This one they've called it airbrushed it, sort of painted out his hat. And Russ Nixon. And then I also came across a couple other cards that I needed. One is this Willie Mays All-Star. That's a nice looking card, very well done there. And actually the first booth I saw when I went into the show, this was my main card I was looking for. This guy had him for 125. I said, "Can I see it?" And he was and he showed it to me and he said 75. You can see that the upper right corner is a bit dinged. I can't get that to focus too well, but anyway, I bought it. Probably 125 normally is a good price for that, for one without the ding corner. So anyway, that's that. I bought some 1957 Topps football cards. Here's Howard Hopalong Cassidy, All-American, really good player in his day. And J.C. Caroline with the Bears, who was also a good running back in the day. Billy Wilson, good wide receiver. Or Tobin Rote was a good quarterback. Interesting thing, back in the day, though, passing wasn't their thing and the rules weren't set up, but you can see he had less than 50% completion, but yet he was a Pro Bowler. Just difference in the game from then to now. Bobby Walston, another end, a wide receiver, Eagles. And Bill Houghton, who I believe actually played for the Jets, New York Titans early on, I believe. If that's not correct, I'll put a note on front here. Going back a little further in time, 1954 Bowman, Bobby Thompson, shot heard around the world, like that card, almost the same last name as me, so that's great. I showed you a Bob Waterfield Wheaties card that I bought last month. It was the action shot, the pose, full body pose, and I saw this one at the show. Paid about double what I paid for the other one, but anyway, now I have both Bob Waterfields from the 1952 Wheaties set. I was looking for this card a few months ago. I'm a father-son collector. Dub Jones, professional football player, and his son Bert Jones played for the Colts. Now I have father and son there. I think I have a Bert Jones. If not, I'd get that cheap. Last month I picked up a couple other Vern Stevens card. I saw this one, 1951 Bowman. Nice looking card, pretty good condition. So I picked that up too. The other thing I picked up was a few 1949 Bowman cards. Harry Lowry, Peanuts, Ken Trinkle, Henry Majeski, Mark Chrisman, Joe Hatton, Ray Lamano, and Ted Gray. I thought I would start getting into those as I'm completing my 62s. And then one other card that I saw that I got a deal over and above the sticker price here. I hadn't had any of these before. What are these, 1938 Goudeys? I don't know if it has the date on there. 38 or 39, you all know. Famous one is Joe Garrett, Joe DiMaggio. And so I got this one, super happy to pick that up. So that's my Philly show experience. We saw the back room and saw maybe a half to a third of the main room before we had to go. So unfortunately, I did not get to see everything there is to be seen there. It'd be nice to be able to see all the rest of it. It's an impressive show. I was glad to be there, especially after the last little mall show I went to was 95% Pokemon. This one here, not so much. And they had a few Pokemon in the back room, which I thought, why don't you put all the Pokemon and that kind of card in one area, one room, and all the all the baseball, football, normal sports memorabilia in another room. Then you don't have all the Pokemon people kind of wandering through the vintage and baseball card aisles, and all the baseball guys not wandering through the Pokemon stuff. Anyway, I don't know why they do that, but anyway, it was a great show. Wish I could have seen some of you others there that have posted videos that you went to the show. But anyway, thanks for watching. You all come back now. Here.